believe?
Do you believe we're back? I do. Basketball Illuminati, Do You Believe edition. Zach Harper, Wosny Lambre, Mo Dakhil. You can watch me and Mo on NBA TV a lot of Sundays this year. You could just catch Woz in the Bay, in the South Bay. On the beach, podcasting with Paul Pierce.
Yeah, shouts
Danny
to
Green.
Paul and Danny. 3
champions right there on the podcast.
That's right.
Woz and Danny Green and Paul Pierce. We've got news this week, guys. We've got news. I can't believe the Kings lost last night. That way to the Hawks. But we're not going to talk about that. That team sucks, by the way. Oh, shit, that team sucks.
The Kings?
Oh, my God. I saw something where someone who covers the Kings was like, they're about to, like, start unloading players. Like, who wants those guys?
Not based off of what they're doing for the
very
Kings.
Eager run to get a Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, he's been the best of them.
That's the scary part. That's the scary part.
Probably their second best player. But yeah, we're not going to talk about the Kings today. Other than that, let's just get into the news of the week. And let me ask it this way, right? Everyone's talked about Nico Harrison getting fired, right? I don't know if you guys read what Christian Clark and Sam Amick and Joe Varden put out on The Athletic, but it had me wondering, do you believe Nico Harrison was scapegoated? Now, hear me out. Okay? Hear me out. Yes, he made the trade. No denying that Nico Harrison made that trade, but there were comments before the game last night in which Jason Kidd said it was the fire Nico chants were disrespectful, not to Nico, to Mavericks players. That they didn't have a home court advantage and everything. Which is all right. Pretty disrespectful to the guy that gave you a contract stage, but also, like, yes, I understand it's disrespectful to the players. This was from the reporting on The Athletic. First, Mark Cuban, quote, while the losing, the injuries, and the negativity mounting, or with the losing, the injuries, and the negativity mounting, league sources said Dumont was hearing from the man whose choice to sell a team to him opened the door for this disaster in the first place. Cuban, who still owns 27% of the team, was known to be frustrated with Harrison for freezing him out after the sale and not consulting him on the choice to trade Doncic. League sources say he made his case to Dumont over the last several months that Harrison was steering the franchise in the wrong direction, which, obviously he has. Then it goes on to say, and Mark Cuban declined to give comment. Then it says, making the same case from a different angle were Kidd and other team officials who were loyal to the coach. While it's unclear if Kidd ever uttered a direct plea to Dumont for Harrison's removal, Kidd clearly was at odds with Harrison over the roster. In Dallas' first 7 games of the season, Kidd decided not to start a traditional point guard. In the Mavericks' second game of the season, Kidd stunningly played undrafted two-way signee Ryan Nembhard more minutes than D'Angelo Russell. And if I go back and let you know that it was disrespectful to the players to say fire Nico, I think Jason Kidd, who appeared to be relatively behind this trade when it happened, at least publicly, and Mark Cuban, who sold the thing to Patrick Dumont behind the scenes saying, we got to get this guy. And then Patrick Dumont, who's going on a, sorry about the trade, fans. I know you flipped me the bird. Come sit with me at the game. I'm sorry, I regret this. Saying you regret it to fans is going to get back to the people you traded for, i.e. Anthony Davis, Max Christie. I kind of think maybe Nico got a little scapegoated here when it was mostly him. Other people had to sign off on this. And they get to be the heroes now, guys. So, Woz, do you believe Nico's been scapegoated?
No. He's been fired with cause. And I'm somebody who felt like people took it a little bit too far about the idea that a franchise wouldn't want to give Luka $350 million.
Insane. Yeah.
I don't think it's insane. I think it's wrong-headed, but the more I learn about the way Luka was in the building, with his monkey operation of a training crew and his, kind of just like basically telling people to fuck off. I average 39-9, go suck a dick. I can understand why bosses would be like, wait, so he behaves like this now and we want him to do better than that? And so we should give him $350 million. Like, I understand why you would be like, I don't know about that. However,
but the alternative is you give him $275 million, which is still a shitload of money.
However, the just process was just ridiculous. Like the idea that you don't get Ant Edwards or Giannis Antetokounmpo or Nikola Jokic or Shai Gilgeous, the idea that you don't get something like that in return and you do this deal is
they were worried about Luka being able to stay on the court.
Huh?
Obviously, then Mo, you would trade for
somebody who's like
on the court.
Iron Man, like
somebody who's
super durable,
6 years older. On top of all of this, like there's a whole 7, even worse. Look, I think this is all Nico, but I do want to say this: are we sure Jason Kidd didn't put the idea in Nico's head? Like, well, let's.
There's no way J Kidd wasn't on board, Mo.
No. Forget on board. I think he might have been planning this whole thing, by the way, set Nico up.
Oh, you think they're just like, they're like a coffee one day? He's like, you're close with AD, right? Like, you work with him at Nike?
No, but I think
he's a good player. He could set this.
It's more Machiavellian than that. Like, I think he's setting him up to take the job.
To become the next GM.
Oh, you think president. He wants dual citizenship?
I think he's pushing for all of that. That's what I think. I think there's a level of to him going like, this trade, it might work and I'll look great as a coach because like I got AD going, all that. But if it doesn't work, they're going to have to fire him. And all of a sudden, I was vocal supporter when we made the trade.
Yeah.
Now afterwards, kind of like, you got to get this guy out of here. Like,
I don't know. Does Jason Kidd have any like?
Does he have a history of
I don't think he's ever done anything like, campaign for a job when a head coach was already there, trying to get him all sorts of different deals. Like, I'm just saying, if we want to keep our third eye open, you can't discount this possibility that this was a ploy all along from Jason Kidd.
I'm into this idea because, this is the same guy that spilled the water on the floor to stop a fast break or whatever.
To get a timeout they didn't have.
To get a timeout.
That's the most brilliant coaching move in history.
That was great.
Way better than I think the Bulls should run the triangle. Way better than that.
There's just so much going on politically with the Mavs. Like, there's the Cuban part where, remember, he was telling everybody he was going to be the governor. He gets frozen out. And now you're reading the reporting. He's back on the ends in terms of decision-making over there, where it's like, Mark Cuban can credibly say, I would have never done this shit.
When does Cuban... he's been saying it.
Yeah, but he could say with credibility.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
We could say, Mark Cuban wouldn't have done this shit.
And when does he ever decline comment?
Ever.
He talks to everybody.
So he declined comment on the Nico thing? That's interesting.
Just say there's a lot of but more importantly too, this also lets me know, this whole thing lets me know the owners don't know much about basketball. Because it's like when the deal was any normal human being, when the deal was presented to them, would have automatically rejected it, but also should have fired Nico for bringing the deal to him in the first place. That should have been.
You hate our star player too much to do your job.
Like you're actually doing this. Like this is actually
you hate our star player too much to do your job objectively, bro. Because this is objectively insane.
But the Mavs weren't having any success. with Luke. Oh no, they made the final.
They went to the finals the year before.
They lost, but they lost the finals. They only won one game in the finals.
They had the second best season in a 32-team league or 30-team league.
And, it's not like before. They made a run to the conference finals not too long ago, but they lost in the conference finals. You can't have that.
Also in 5 games.
Yeah, a friend of mine sent me a TikTok of a guy being like, "Yo, they kind of botched the PR of it and the messaging when they could have did a much better job."
No, you couldn't.
But I was explaining, I was like, they could have done a better job instead of being like instead of saying Shaq is the picture of professionalism and staying in shape and leaving out Dirk Nowitzki and they did a lot of crazy shit. But I'm like, at the end of the day, the team was way better 9 months ago than it is now, and it didn't have to be this way. The fans would ultimately come to that conclusion. But, the other thing that I thought about too is that Nico didn't climb up the ranks of NBA front office culture. He's not an NBA front office creature. So I think he doesn't understand fan culture. He doesn't understand. His depth of knowledge just isn't there, bro.
I would disagree a little bit because he's a shoe exec. You got to know fan culture. You got to know who's hot.
But to me, Mo, that's individual versus team fandom.
Also, it's not that hard to see all the jerseys, all the Luka jerseys every time you walk around the concourse.
He didn't understand Luka's popularity amongst the fans.
But what if
Luka don't sell
Davis
sneakers?
Jerseys? Yeah, what if
he doesn't sell sneakers and he didn't sell jerseys like that either, Mo? That's
we're all wearing our 81s, right?
what I'm saying is
probably got them for free.
I think somebody who actually understands the dynamics between team and fan more intimately just doesn't even consider this, and then you combine that with the idiot new owners who know dick all about basketball. And it's like, y'all just really, and I get it. You made money in the sport of basketball, Nico, but not in the NBA.
Right.
It's different, bro.
It's way different.
Is there a way this ownership group can survive? I know you can't force the team to sell or anything like that and all that, but is there a way this fan base will eventually be like, all right, we like these owners. This is hey,
you build a winner around Cooper Flag. People will forget at some point.
Are they even capable? It's going to be difficult.
Well, Nico's gone, so yes, they are. The bar just got a lot higher.
But
for what can happen.
Was Michael Finley part of the anti-Luka contingent?
He was forced to go get the beer.
Yeah,
I don't think that was his call. I think that was Nico saying,
that was a Nico call.
Get that shit out of his hand.
I just don't. I have little faith, especially when you look at the fact the team this is the only year they can tank. Right,
their pick is top 2 protected to Charlotte next year. They technically could tank next year.
But even then, right, being
that's
that
crazy.
bad for a possibility to right. So it's but this is the only year they control their pick. Right, after that, for a while, it's all up in the air.
They got. I think 2027 Charlotte owns the pick.
Yeah, Charlotte owns it.
Which they could try to be like, Charlotte, we want to give you the world. Give us our pick
back. We'll give you AD for the pick back.
That was for PJ
Bro, they
Washington.
made that trade when they still had Luka and was just like, yeah, we're gonna re-sign him.
Yeah, with the idea.
It was when Nico made those great trades at the deadline that turned them into a finals contender.
And we talked about this on the show the other day. I was like, I wouldn't discount the fact that not only does the team suck, but Luka's playing the best basketball of his life.
It's just in the best shape of his life. Is the bigger fuck you in all of this.
And I've got it on pretty good authority.
Breaking news.
Not to get into it.
Breaking news. Insider was.
100% they are obsessed with their hatred, the Luka camp of Nico Harrison. 100% are motivated by it. 100% anybody within earshot, they will talk to them about how insane he is, how much of an idiot he is, how much they want to stick it to that dude.
Hashtag Wasbomb. All right, let's move on to our next topic.
Defense wins championships.
Well, speaking of, do you believe the Orlando Magic's defensive identity can be fixed after a commanding victory over the Knicks last night? The Magic are a incredible 6-6 on the season and currently 10th in the East after hanging their hats on defense.
I was firing Mosley last week, by the way. Just a heads up on that.
Yeah.
Where I'm at with the Magic.
Top 3 rating the last 2 years. They're currently 13th, and their offensive rating has improved from 27th to 18th. That's like you're on like those shows where like someone's 1,000 pounds. Like, all right, I ate a salad. Like that's nothing.
But for them who have never been above 20th.
That's pretty good.
Which would be great if they were still fucking third in defense.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So, at the start of the season, Waz sent the following text. WTF happened to the Magic's defense? Yeah, pack the Magic up. All caps, the Magic stink. Was last night's victory a sign of turning the tide, or is it a more drastic action needed? Let me add one more bit of context here, because I did this for The Bounce, our free newsletter at The Athletic, theathletic.com/The Bounce. First 8 games, 3-5, 112.9 offensive rating, 114.3 defensive rating, 59% of their made shots were assisted. Last 4 games, 3-1. The offensive rating has gone up to 118.7. Defensive rating has dropped to 111.7. And 66.2% of their shots made have been assisted. So, at least in the last 4 games, we are seeing a turnaround. But, Mo, do you believe the defense can be fixed?
I believe it can be fixed. I don't know if it is fixed.
Do you believe it will fix? It will be fixed.
It will be fixed. I think it's I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's look at it this way. First off, right? They beat the Blazers at the buzzer with Bane. The Knicks are on
but the Blazers are good.
Blazers are better. They're good.
The Blazers are a good team.
Yeah.
Why are they good? It ain't because their offense.
Right. It's their defense.
Because their defense. Yeah. So let's just remember that. So it's not like you stopped a high-powered offense. The Knicks are on a second night of a back-to-back.
Mm-hmm.
They looked a little lethargic. They did.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little bit.
Orlando also wore them down with some.
I don't want to take it away from Orlando. It was a good win for Orlando. Yeah. You can look at this and say, like, okay, we are trending possibly in the right direction. But when you kind of they gave up 125 points, or excuse me, no, they scored 125 points against Washington. Looked at the wrong column. They gave up 135 to Detroit, 136 to Philly. Like, I'm not ready to just go like you beat the Knicks on a second night of a back-to-back. Yeah. You barely eked out a win against Portland, and it's fixed.
I think they came into the season reading their own press clippings, reading shit from idiots like Big Waz talking about, yo, this team could come out the East and go to the finals. And I think they thought, especially your best players are pretty good offensive players. You add Desmond Bane and Suggs is coming back. I think they thought they would be this different kind of team this year that was suddenly winning because of their offense. And they were sadly mistaken. Like,
dude, their offense sucks. I don't care that it's gone up.
Offense is not beating teams on offense in the NBA.
No, and they didn't change anything.
No, their offense is exactly what it was last year.
It's just as constipated as it was. You just have Bane up there instead of Casey.
There's never anything going on the weak side. There's
there's no concept in the sense of like, how do we create a mismatch? It's not even like,
their concept is, let's hope Franz Wagner's got a mismatch here because he's just going to dribble for 12 seconds and then make a move.
But it's not even like we're going to set a screen to put them in a situation where they'll switch. No. Let's just hope whatever the coaches on the other team decides going to be Franz's matchup.
I saw
Franz
Paolo.
Is going to be.
He's standing 14 feet from the basket. Let him face up, and then let's see what happens.
Yeah. Like that's my problem. You had an entire offseason It's not like they just traded for Bane and have to incorporate him right before, even if it's right before training camp and you got to throw out all your offseason work. No, you had an entire offseason.
There's no incorporation. They run nothing for Bane.
To put something together.
Bane has to go out and get his own shit.
Yeah.
Like they don't do anything for him.
That's my frustration with them.
Yeah.
That's my frustration with their offense.
And you have Tyus Jones, who's a great guy at setting people up.
Yeah.
Let him set people up. I think
the Knicks game back to back as it was, the reason why I'm a little bit more hopeful is that like they look like the Magic team from last year. Bigger,
at least defensively,
stronger, faster, more physical than everybody else. Which is like, that was the freaking vision. Like the Knicks, they were literally like having issues with entry passes. It's like, all right, like y'all would have had to bring some like close to playoff level intensity to be getting into your shit comfortably against this defense. And they clearly weren't there last night, the Knicks. And so I'm just like, if the Magic could just understand that they have to be a top 3 defense to win, like I don't care that you traded for Desmond Bane. You're not gonna win consistently with your offense.
It is funny that like this team has been built on like size and length, and then they got the guy with like the second shortest arms.
He's a T-Rex.
It's like he and like Steve McKay have like the shortest.
Hard. He plays hard. He's a T-Rex, but he plays hard.
Yeah, he plays hard. He's good. This is common knowledge, right? That there was talk of they were going to fire Mosley unless he like got an offensive coordinator, and then I don't know what happened with that, but like clearly didn't like hire an offensive coordinator.
I would have fired him after the 4-6 start. Sorry,
but that was like end of last season.
My team.
It was like, I don't know about his job. Like it wasn't as secure as people think, and there was pressure to like change the offense or whatever. Then they make these moves, and I guess he just thought like these moves have fixed it. Yeah. But the system
I think what he was just thinking was just like, we generated so many open threes for horrific shooters last year. We've got some we'll have some better shooters.
You generated because they were left open.
Yeah, there was a reason why they left them open.
The offense is killing it, man. It's like, look, we're all Steph Curry.
Jalen Rose would say, sometimes you're open for a reason.
Yeah. I saw even last night, this guy's a good big man shooter.
I like Tony Black, but he made a lot of threes last night.
They kicked it to Wendell Carter Jr. in the left corner early in the game for an open 3. I was like, look, he's not a bad shooter. I don't want my offense resulting in like, we got Wendell in fucking corner 3.
That's not my goal. And but Zach,
it's not like setting up Russ for an open like a corner 3, but come on, that can't be it.
That's not my goal. I have loftier goals than Wendell Carter corner trays.
But the bigger thing, Zach, like to go into the coaching situation, you saw the press conference. I texted you right afterwards on Sunday because we're on NBA TV. And the press conference where he went in after they just lost to the Celtics, talking 29 points off 17 turnovers. That's all he said the entire post-game press conference was. Every question went back to that. And I texted Zach. I said, that's a man that knows he's hot. He is feeling how hot the seat is.
Yeah.
And that he is massively. When I think you have a good chance to be the first coach fired after the debacle that is New Orleans, like that's a bad sign.
But hold on.
My guy Queen is looking good, man.
What?
Yeah, that's fine. But
what are you talking about?
Joe D might be back in the cold seat, guys.
One.
First of all, Fears is good, legitimately.
Yeah.
Fears is good.
Sure. They gave up their pick for Queen.
Queen he's
never
going to
gave
up their pick lottery right now.
He's never going to justify.
Why is he good enough? If this pick ends up being like the number 2 pick overall, do they keep it?
2, I think if this gets in the 6, 7,
Darren Peterson, Cam Boozer.
Like, Waz, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Like what?
I just wanted to throw it out there for you guys.
I like Derek Queen. He's good. But we can't be like the debacle that the Pelicans are, and then you're like, I don't know, Queen. No, we're not at Wembley Stadium. We're not shouting out Queen right now. Like that's not what we're doing.
It's looking a little bit less.
No, there's no fixing it. There's no
R word. It's looking a little bit less ridiculous
until they go to the defensive end of the floor. Then it's like not so great. But but the Willie Green's not getting fired not because of coaching reasons.
Yeah, no, yes. Yeah, no, I understand that, but the fact
that's a Gail Benson his wife's my friend.
But even looking at the way the setup is, I'm still going it looks really bad for Orlando. Listen, if they don't go on this run of 3 games, winning 3 out of their last 4,
I think if they had lost the next 2,
he's toast, and justifiably so.
Yeah, I don't think he's saved. I think it's just right now it's a stay of execution.
They just turned it down. They turned it from high to okay, it's 5 on the the stove. But the other thing too that I found interesting, he's harping on turnovers. So I go look to see who had the most turnovers that game. It was Paolo with 6. And I wonder if there's are we starting to have a little bit of that crack kind of beginning to happen as well?
A little bit of a fissure,
I don't want to be petty, but Magic fans have been petty with me for 2 years now. Because on a podcast, I said...
All 10 of them?
On a podcast, I said, sometimes you get the number 1 pick and it's Victor Wembanyama. Sometimes you get the number 1 pick and it's Paolo Banchero. Which is to say
Paolo's good, but it's
I'm not saying he's not
Wemby.
good.
Yeah, it's not Wemby.
I'd have probably gone with a different number 1 pick option. I wouldn't have gone with Paolo.
I'm just saying it's different. I'm just saying it's different.
I mean, Wemby's also a fucking freak. There's
they clip that. Sometimes you get the number 1 pick and it's Paolo, I'm saying, he's a bust or
Have you been getting that footage a lot this season?
Or
it got quieted down? That's weird.
The temperature's down.
But
the temperature's down.
Wi-Fi's unreliable. It cuts in and out. It's
in Orlando. It's in Orlando, Florida. You don't know the infrastructure.
It's hurricane season. Yeah, I get it. I feel it.
World, that's always hurricane season. All right, let's move on to our last topic. Gentlemen, do you believe that the Clippers are going to miss the playoffs? Because after getting hooked by Nikola Jokic, 52 points through 3 quarters,
that was
55
crazy
in the game. A fan ran on the court. No one noticed for 15 seconds.
It was crazy.
That was
I'm open. Pass me the rock.
Hilarious.
Bro, and he juked a couple of the security guards too.
Yeah, maybe the Chargers want to see if he's got some wheels there. The Clippers fell to 3-8. They're currently 12th in the West. Bradley Beal done for the season, hip surgery.
Bandito.
At some point, there was something that we were talking about with the Clippers all summer. Oh yeah, at some point, the NBA's investigation into aspirational cap circumvention will yield some kind of punishment for Steve Ballmer, and the team. Who knows? Kawhi Leonard, technically his contract could be terminated. But it's also this is Adam Silver. He's not going to do that.
He's not getting his contract terminated.
Kawhi's also missed a bunch of games. Chris Paul looks washed, pressed, and folded.
Yeah, he's done.
Those have been bad minutes. John Collins, shocker, not leading to wins. We got to stop with the John Collins thing, man. I'm not trying to be mean to him, but I'm didn't work in Atlanta, didn't work in Utah, not working in the Clippers. I don't know. What's the common denominator there?
Yeah, John Collins might actually be a bad player.
He's a spot starter on a team, and he's got a 5.4 ERA, and he's just there to eat up innings for the bullpen. But he's not winning you games, right?
He's not. So he's not helping in a major way at all on either end of the court. By the way, I used to think he could be an impact defender. That's done.
Why you thought that?
If he played in high school, maybe.
I don't know.
And then one more point:
rim protection, help side, switchability.
You'd have to be near the rim to protect it. That typically is needed. And then we have one more text from Waz. The Clippers, all caps, stink. Waz, do you believe the Clippers will miss the playoffs? Actually, do you believe the Clippers are going to miss the play-in? Not just the playoffs.
I still think they're fine for the play-in, but Kawhi needs to play 40 games, man.
Yeah.
They're not going to get there if he doesn't. And, I base my Clippers optimism this year based on how tough they were against the Nuggets in the playoffs. Kawhi was freaking good. The Clippers defense was legit. One of the best defenses in the league.
Thanks, man.
And I'm they're gonna if that's the Kawhi plays 45 to 50 games, look, that's still missing 35 games. God damn. 45 to 50 games. Zub is still a beast on defense.
Yeah.
James can still do enough on offense in the, in enough. They could based on the defense, they could still be a good enough team. But
do we think
Kawhi,
the issue? Do we think the issue was they got rid of Amir Coffey and he was the key to keeping all that together?
I'm an Amir Coffey apologist, but I don't think that's the issue.
There are 4 teams worse than the Clippers defensively right now.
That's
just crazy.
That's impressive.
Nets,
First off,
Wizards, Pels, Kings. They've got a worse defense than the Jazz.
Jesus.
And the Pacers.
Isn't Walker Kessler out for the season too?
Mac McClung. The Pacers needed bodies so badly, they signed Mac McClung months before the dunk contest.
Mac McClung is an NBA player, man. If Bronny James is an NBA player,
that's not how you judge that. That's not how you judge that. That's a little different scenario.
Okay.
This question to me, Zach, reads more though, because when you go play in, well, first off, Utah's 10. They're not going to stay at 10.
No, they're going to
by design. They're not going to stay at 10. So it's a question of how much. Who do you believe in more?
Them or Memphis
Grizzlies?
Yeah,
or the Clippers?
Their guy doesn't want to be there. He's on Eric Bledsoe time right now. Like I
don't even know. Like that's what makes it so hard because I know Utah's going to drop out. So one of these teams is going to float up.
Look, this happened last year, and it was the right call, and it's what I've been saying forever. Is Kawhi Leonard's season should start January 1st. Fuck all the hacks yelling about load management, all this shit. Like, look what happened last year.
No, he
played
his
January
rest.
4th was his first game. He was great in the playoffs. He was healthy. He was fantastic.
It's the first playoffs he's finished since 2020.
Yeah,
that he finished on the floor.
Yeah,
crazy.
Okay, so
his knee is a bag of soup.
With that. Yeah, bro. Like the team that I saw in the playoffs last year, to me, is one of the West 6 best teams.
Yeah, they ran into Jokic.
I thought they'd be better than the Lakers this year. Again, mostly just
I thought their depth, did look impressive on paper.
I thought
they'd be way better than they've shown, but done with the play-in or the playoffs, no. But my God, I mean,
play-in's too far, but I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
Who was the kid from splashing all those threes yesterday? I've never heard of this guy. Miller?
Oh, Jordan Miller?
Yeah, Jordan Miller. He made
Jordan
6
Miller,
threes yesterday.
He played a little bit for them the last 2 years, I believe, and I know he got on my radar because La Murray was talking about him a lot, and Jordan Miller can play.
He can hoop. He's not bad, man. He can play.
Yeah. They need to let him play.
Play him. Yeah, that's
who
he's in the Amir Coffey role.
Kobe Brown cannot play.
Yeah, he's not a guy.
I'm all good. No offense to Kobe Brown. I'm all good.
He's not a guy.
A lot of no offenses today from Zach.
The secret is I mean the offense.
Yeah, that's why I don't believe any of this.
No offense on one level, but ultimately there is offense there that's meant.
That Nuggets game last night, I'm watching it, and
reach around.
They have a great they have a great second quarter. A bunch of bench guys making threes, and I'm laughing. I'm like, yeah, this is the Nuggets 3-point luck finally running out because they've had insane 3-point luck to start the season. And I'm like, man, they built a lead or whatever. They're leading at halftime. Mm-hmm. They go out and lose the third quarter by 21 points. I'm like, all right, good teams. That's not a thing that happens to a decent team, bro.
How much do you think the Van Gundy t-shirts? Fuck them up.
Bro, and they were getting cooked in transition, by the way.
Yeah, of course they were.
Jokic was running the break looking like magic. I'm like, yo, guys,
you know what? You know how you get cooked
to beat Jokic down the court.
You know how you get cooked in transition? No one got back.
It was the other guy to get back. It's not.
You got it.
Yeah,
I got it.
James was horrible last night.
Yeah, he was bad.
Collins was horrible.
I don't think the third quarter was as bad as you say. They outscored Jokic 22-19.
That's the other thing.
He was
my God.
Amazing.
Holy shit.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
floor balance, urgent. This shirt makes no sense. Consistent communication and concentration. No, we lost to Denver because of transition. I mean, that's not the only reason y'all lost to Denver. But there's a guy named James Harden in your backcourt.
Ooh.
That didn't help.
You can't put that on a t-shirt though if you're fan gun there, Watts. That's a tough one there. You can't put that on you can't have him coming up to you going, yo, Jeff, what was that last one?
Transition points and fast break points aren't the same, but they only give up 13 fast break points last night. Transition, I'm sure, was much higher. Yeah.
How many points did they give up total?
130. Big number. Big number. Yeah.
I think the Nuggets had a 136 offensive rating last night.
That's stupid.
Jokic had more than a third of their points. How's the math work? Like,
That's stupid, man.
23 shots, I think. 55 on
18 of 23. 18 of 23 from the field.
He was
18 of 23.
He was so bored.
I don't remember the 5
third
misses.
quarter. He only decided 3 more points. Like, he just didn't even bother.
I was motherfucking the Nuggets left and right in the fourth when they didn't allow really the Clippers to make it closer. I was like, I want to see 70.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, Jonas?
Tough.
Yeah. But I'm sure the Clippers will work out. That's going to do it for us on this edition of Basketball Illuminati Do You Believe edition. We're back. We're back every Thursday. Subscribe. Watch the main show if you want. Check out Waz's show with Paul Pierce and Danny Green. Check out Mo on
It's called
Offside.
No Fouls Given.
No Fouls Given.
Yes.
NFG. Check out
literally.
Check out me and Mo. Not this weekend, but next weekend on NBA TV.
I just look at my calendar and hope. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm pretty sure we're not this one, but the next two. I don't know. Just watch NBA TV, I guess. Yeah. It's waiting for the emails is probably the good way to go. And subscribe to The Bounce, theathletics.com/The Bounce, as we inch closer to 1 billion subscribers.